If a man pays for the bills in a household, is this his house in the case of a divorce? So when we get together, a man in our traditional roles usually pays majority of the bills, while the woman invests by her time by making the house a home. But just because a man actually lays the bricks to build a house, does that make it his home? And this is why I feel like a lot of women in America are coming into this independence, which is an imbalance of our energy, because our energy is most prominent used at the home. Yes, we can bring in money, and yes, we should bring in money. But if majority of our time is working a job, which is usually about 40 hours a week, or owning a business, which is even more or less, depending on how you run it, then we will be up against time, because there's only a certain amount of hours in a day. Let's not be dumb. So, what is the solution to this? Because a woman's time is valuable. The time she spent investing to make the house a home should be accounted for. What is the solution to make sure neither the woman or the man gets the short end of the stick? If a man builds this woman a home for his family, his wife, and his children, or future children, and then something doesn't work out, should he go build another woman a home? Or should she go find another man to build her a home? Or should she say, you know what, I'm gonna lay these bricks myself? I like to work in solutions, and I have one solution right now. And I would love to hear other people's solutions on this, okay? We should get a trust, a family business. Relationships is business, and we should have a physical business when we come together. With this business or this trust, we're going to put all of our assets in it. So if we decide to get a home, whether you bought it, I made it a home, whatever, or we bought it together, whatever, it's now owned by our family business, our family trust. In the event something happens, somebody can buy the other person out the business, we can continue the business, we can sell the business and make our money and go on about our ways. What's some solutions that you have for this? Because women cannot continue to get the short hand of the stick and have to be put out. Do you know there is men putting their wife or girlfriend, whatever, and children out of the home because they deem it to be their home? This is crazy, because what do you give the home to the woman for? I know we don't like to talk about the events of relationships not working out, but sometimes it happens. How can we make sure it's fair for all parties? A woman is fully capable of laying the bricks herself. She's fully capable of getting a job now that we have this opportunity in this society. Even if we didn't, we're fully capable of using our skills, talents, and gifts to be able to barter and trade and gain resources. So, but this is a masculine energy. This is a masculine trait, and it leaves us vulnerable, a little vulnerable, okay? Less protected. And we just have to spend more of our valuable time doing certain things that a man naturally is meant to build. And I know in the society now, it might sound, I don't know if the word is misogynistic or something, like the word where you guys feel like, oh, there shouldn't be no gender roles and that men can be women and women can be men and all this other weird shit. Okay. I still believe in the traditional gender roles, and maybe a little bit, I feel like things changed a little bit because of where we're at in the world. But our anatomy, I feel like the woman is so powerful in her femininity. That don't mean that she don't exercise masculine energy. It's just doing it in a way that is conducive for our growth, okay? Now, a woman spending time trying to be the mother and the father, we can do it, but is that best for our energy? Is that going to help us progress further? Versus having a man that's fully in his masculine and know how to be feminine, caring, love, and understanding. And a woman fully in her femininity, but also know how to be stern, lay laws, and, protect her family. Okay? Yeah. But women laying bricks and doing all this other stuff, like, that's fine. We're fully capable of doing that. We can make it happen. We'll make it happen, period. But is that the best way to use our energy? Because using that energy, going to work a job, going in society, all this stuff, and handling all these things, we're fully capable of doing. We doing it. But time is of its essence. It's taking away time that we can be using, not only physically, but mentally, handling our business at home with our children, our family, and our legacy. Okay? A lot of people in this society, oh yeah, I'm a mother and a father. I'm a mother and a father. I go to work for 40 hours. I come home, I cook dinner, and I do like this. Da, da, da. But the mental work is lacking. Understand, feel the energy of things. Going to do that is exhausting a lot of masculine energy. Your masculine energy is supposed to be used to protect your family and provide for your family. And yes, you're doing it in that way. But when you have the man that you created the kids with, an actual man in your household, he's more naturally made to be able to go out and fight that type of war, to go out and exalt that energy. When he exalts that masculine energy, it comes natural to him. Certain men right now, some hormones, all this stuff is all messed up. But I mean, the man in his true essence, he'll go out there and do that. It won't be no issue. He don't have to deal with the period. He don't have to, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things he don't got to deal with. It comes natural to him. So that shows that that's his natural position, to go and build the house, lay these bricks. And that's not for a woman to say, oh, I can do that too. Yeah, of course you can do it. He can sit at the house too. But that feminine energy that a lot of people are losing connection with is not weak. It's not docile. It's powerful. And it's what's going to take us to the next level. It's what's going to hold our legacy. It's what's going to nurse and nurture our legacies. So without that balance, okay? And I understand, because I'm hearing a lot of people in my head right now talking about, oh, well, you can be the man and the woman, you don't really need a man, do. Yes, the fuck we do. How are we going to reproduce? I'm not about to just use a man for some dick so I can be able to have a child and, you know what I'm saying, and raise my child. Because then it's a man, so what I'm raising a boy. Like, come on, I don't want to have those conversations. We need each other. Men and women need to come together. And we need to know how to come together in the most righteous way. Yes, it may be a little bit different from tradition. Because traditional, the woman got the short end of the stick sometimes. So we have to just rewrite it a little bit. Upgrade it a little piece. But we're not going to go too far from tradition, because gender roles are a thing. It's of nature. It's of nature. And I'm not with the divide. Because when we're divided, we can be easily conquered. I'm not with the men having feminine roles. I feel like you need to build your testosterone. You need to go and lay some bricks. That helps build masculine energy. When you're providing and protecting your children, your family, your legacy, that builds masculine energy. Divine masculine energy. When you're able to sit at home and nurture your home, put that love into your food instead of let me hurry up and whip something up, that builds legacy. Comment below.